Back to the reactions chat. So let's lock in. Alright. Let's get it, chat. So, we on to the next one. We got behind the scenes, talking with my PR team and music and new music. Let's get it, chat. We got behind the scenes, talking with my PR team and new music by my nigga Bountty Tank. Let's lock in, chat.
It's your girl Maddie, coming off a 12-hour shift. You know, as I do, your favorite nurse doing her thing. I was just thinking about you. It looks like you're doing.
God, thank you for the light. God, thank you for the shine. Them shots try to knock a player down, but I'm back on the grind. What you think, man? Add another swag? You think we?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it. The more you do it, the more
it sounds,
natural,
yeah.
like sway comes.
Yeah, coming back. How to fight. Had to make it through the struggle. Yeah, made it through the struggle. Been locked up in the bubble. Had to make it through the struggle. Made it through the struggle. Had to make it through the struggle. Made it through the struggle. Been locked up in the bubble. If you owe, I need a double. The T in Tank stands for trouble. All right. Yes, sir.
That motherfucker slapping.
Man, in the city sometime, a lot of them local rappers, because I done more than them niggas, they be mad. Bro, I got so much hate when I was on No Jumper. They was like, how the fuck they put that nigga on there instead of, like, they was vocally saying that shit, yeah. Had to make it through the struggle. Yeah. Made it through the struggle. Had to make it through the struggle. Made it through the struggle. Yeah.
Hey, that beat hard.
Made it through the struggle. Let's go. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let's go. Kitchen. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Fact. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Let's go. Back on the grind.
I ain't gonna lie, his voice is getting stronger, chat. That motherfucker W right there. His voice is getting strong as hell. Stronger and stronger as the days progress.
Thank you. Back on the grind. All right. Let's go. Made it through the struggle. Made it through the struggle. Made it through the struggle. All right. So y'all don't even know. What I mean, when I come in here, I'm pushing it. I be in pain. I still got tubes coming out of me right now. So when I'm pushing, man, I feel it. So I mean these. When I'm speaking, I mean it. And every word I say is coming from deep, man, because it hurts. But yeah, I still got tubes coming out of me. Hopefully soon I'll be able to get them out. But I did get one of them out, which helped. So now I'm down to two. Sucks, man, but eventually it'll be removed.
Let's get it. That is crazy. At least he got one removed out. That W chat.
Voice sounds 10 times better than the first song.
Remember, you have a lot of time left in the day.
I can do being skinny. Shit comfortable as hell. Bro, this shit so comfortable, nigga. I feel like a G.
That's funny. I noticed you been doing this for a month.
Shit comfy.
My nigga came back at 70s.
Oh, shit.
How are you?
I'm doing a lot better.
There's Tank, and he's lost
really
a lot of
good.
weight. I can tell.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but there's easier ways to do it, I guess.
A lot.
You look good. You look
Thank you.
really good.
Thank you.
You look
Thank
really
you.
good.
Thank you.
Maybe you can start like a modeling career or something. Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Sean and me, and we have one of our wonderful colleagues,
This is the
Alex
PR team,
Alianza,
Jack.
who's joining us just because she's, really just very strong and one of our, we've all been together a long time. So the more the merrier. That's my feeling. So just wanted to introduce everybody and then kind of like catch up. Let's catch up.
All right. Hi, Alex.
Hi, nice to meet you, both of you.
Nice to meet you as
You
well.
too.
So you guys want to start, or John can start, or we can just kind of, give us, you guys tell us, very quickly, what's the latest?
Latest is, he's in recovery. He's looking to kind of get his story out there, kind of, let them know what happened, and then do some promotion for the Fast Channel. We did the follow up with TMZ. We also did. He had a local news special with, I think, Kelly Kennedy, CBS News in Cleveland. She did the follow up. So we're trying to get him on some podcasts and get some media outlets to kind of like let him tell his story from his point of view.
One thing I've been pitching this as a sort of Tank is sort of at a crossroads, right? I mean, I've also used the music as a big part of it because Tank, I feel like I was probably okay to say that music has been a big part of your healing process, right? Because you're a musician and you love music and you make music. And I've been mentioning that. I've been mentioning that you're sort of at a crossroads after this horrible incident, and that you would love to talk about that. You would love to talk about, violence and the results of that, and the joy of living and your music and the show. It's been a challenge. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to figure out what are some other things that we could be talking about or trying that maybe, I don't know, that may get more media responses.
Are you, sorry to cut you off, are you guys reaching out to more urban?
Yes, but we're going to make another push. In the beginning we did, and then for podcasts we have been. We've been reaching out for podcasts more urban, kind of young, even some more like some of the guys on the sports end will talk about entertainment. So we've been trying some of that as well. It's just, I think it's a really competitive atmosphere. That's sort of the challenge that we get, I think, a lot of times. But what we're going to do is try to make another outreach deeper, I think, into the African American space and see. But I mean, I guess the question becomes, what would you like us to be telling the media about your future with bounty hunting, I guess, might be? Because I'm wondering if they're thinking, I don't know because I'm not in each media member's head, but I'm wondering if they're thinking, well, if he, is on the mend, is he really going to be doing this anymore? Do I need to, talk about it if he's not going to do it? I disagree, but, because I think your story in itself is inspiring and interesting enough on its own. But how would you like us, and Alex is joining the team, so she's going to really be doing a lot of this, but how would you like us to talk about the future or moving ahead in a way that you think media might respond to?
I think we leave it open and to have an open dialogue about it. Just kind of like we don't know what he's going to do, and they might want to talk about it. No one knows what he's going to do. Let's bring him on. So
it's more of a recovery kind of story. Obviously, and you were in the line of duty when it happened, so it was a very courageous, heroic situation.
I have a funny question. Did you have to actually draw your gun?
No.
Okay, so Alex, I had mentioned this to you yesterday in our note, but that's one thing about him is he's been bounty hunting for a long time and he's never had to draw his gun, and he has this background of he did some nursing school and just a very non-violent outlook on his career.
Yeah, I push non-violence. I push that like a lot.
Yes. But you don't really see a lot from that world, yes, he is known as Mr. Kickdoor. But yeah, I mean, that's also been an interesting part of the story that we've continued to try to get out there. So I think it's just a matter of like you said, Tank, what's recovery been like? Do you have any, I told Alex that you had recently in 2024 released some music. Are you working on any new music now or releasing anything soon?
Sunday.
Pending?
Sunday. I release.
Sunday. You're releasing something Sunday?
Yeah, it's like a testimony.
Where's your music available?
It's going to be on all platforms. The music video will be on my YouTube.
Okay. And your YouTube channel, I was looking at it last night. Are there any new episodes, or is it just older episodes? Is it exclusively on Roku?
No,
your show?
The show is on Roku,
Vizio,
Tubi, Pluto. But as far as YouTube, right now the videos I got up are vlogs, me rehabbing and me talking to the people about what happened.
Gotcha. Would you say that you are at like what percent? Like close to 100%, 90? I mean, like
I'm probably 50%.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But you still have more surgeries coming.
Damn. I still got to get a kidney removed. I mean, I'm a lot healthier. I'm walking around, I'm mobile, but as far as being close to 100%, no. I'm not even close weight wise. I'm still a lot smaller, so I still got weight to gain. So I think I'm about 50%.
And here's a thought. I think like when you guys are talking to media, right? He has over 1,000 apprehensions that were nonviolent. So I guess if you kind of like put that number there, like
that's helpful.
He's had over 1,000 apprehensions nonviolent, and then he had this one violent incident. You know what I mean? That kind of may be some kind of I guess keywords.
Nigga did have over 1,000 incidents of arresting motherfuckers, and then out of all 1,000 other incidents, this time he got popped. It is a crazy world, chat. It's a crazy world we really live in, bruh. Like, the craziest, man. Because it's like, bro, that nigga been doing this shit for years. Double-digit years, chat. Double-digit years, and this the first time some bullshit happened. Everybody, I know he's still doing good and stuff, but just like what he said, he got some more surgeries ahead. If anybody, I mean, I'm not even asking for much, chat, but if y'all watching, chat, pray for my nigga, man. Make sure that 50% turn to 100. Make sure that 5 turn to a 10. You hear me, chat? You hear me? All right, let's get back to it.
For them to want to be like, oh, okay, let me speak to this guy and see what what he's doing. And I think what's the
I like that.
Jason, what's his? Is it Hollywood Unlocked? Is that him? Tank?
Jake, I'm not sure his name.
Yeah, but I think he does a lot of stuff with like celebrities on Tank's caliber. If you guys could reach out to him, he's actually a councilman in Stockton, California, but he has a platform here in Hollywood. I think it's called Hollywood Unlocked, where he does a lot of things where he brings the clients out to his little podcast and he records it and things like that. He does people on Tank's level of celebrity that I think would be a good PR push. If we could reach out to him. I've talked to the people at the Breakfast Club, and they are.
I pitched them too.
Okay, yeah, so they're aware of them. They were just saying that they have a lot of people ahead, so they'll let us know if the slots, kind of open up and, bring it in. But those kind of, because his audience, he has while he's, has a diverse audience, he has a lot of urban people that gravitate to him and to his music,
Oh, yeah.
Let me just throw this out there, Sean, and I totally defer to you on this. I know Adam Carolla you're still trying to I know you're rescheduling the Morgan interview. Would it make sense for Tank to pair them together?
It's in person here in Glendale.
Yeah, but I know it's in person, but you could still could you do Tank remotely?
He could do remotely or he could do in person. He just could do in person for a day, right, Tank?
Yeah, I'll go out for a day.
He's willing to fly down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good for it, like a 24, 48 hour, come in, do the interview, and kind of go back.
To ask.
It doesn't hurt to look. It could end up being just it's a one-on-one and that's that, but it doesn't hurt to ask. You know what I mean?
And who's the interview with?
Adam Carolla.
He's he's got massive outreach.
Okay, Adam Carolla. Okay, and then I know when
podcast.
Yeah.
Right. When I spoke to Morgan before, he said that he wanted to do some interviews with him and Tank together. So
okay. Well, then
he's already aware of that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe if we give it to Adam as like the first, well, we can talk. We'll talk about it offline, but that's a possibility. Okay. And then, So if I'm just trying to think, why don't we do this? We'll reconvene on our end. We'll kind of do some brainstorming, and then when we come up with some, we'll just figure out logistics once we know what's going on. If it's in person for a day, if we could just block some time and do it remotely, whatever. And it could be that we can bundle them together. It could be just we're doing one, and when you're dealing with the press, you can't you got to go on their schedule. So
right.
We can try and make it as convenient as possible. But if not, we'll just we'll let you know what it is. And what's your schedule? When is your next surgery? Are you?
It's not to the summertime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm free.
And you're based in Akron, Ohio?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay, and all your work is mainly in that area?
Yes, but I go everywhere. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
All right, great. Well, I just sent Morgan a note to ask for another Adam Carolla date and told him I could pitch you with him if that works. So I will let you know if that happens to come through.
Yeah, he's in Mexico, isn't he?
Oh, maybe that's why he hasn't responded.
I never know his schedule.
Yeah, he's in Mexico. He's doing them Baja racing things.
Okay.
Yeah, he's out there on vacation.
That's what John was doing. You know about that?
Yeah. So yeah, he'll probably respond a little later. But yeah, I think he's in Mexico right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is really helpful. So what we'll do is we can, figure everything. Whatever's easiest. If we need to hop in the sticks and stuff,
So all we listen to.
Would be also,
all right, chat.
An avenue too, like.
So right now you getting these connections. I ain't gonna lie, but listening to it kind of helping me out with learning about these companies, certain companies.
KTLA or something like that. would be willing, or how do you guys feel about that?
We can ask. I mean, the only thing, a lot of times they'll want, you know,
They need a local
really
angle.
big name or a local angle. But we can ask. We can definitely ask.
Maybe we use music as the hook.
Yeah. Well, him and Morgan in the music is the hook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As the local angle, the producer from Cops.
I don't know if Morgan is 100% right for KTLA. So I think, you know, on the more entertainment stuff, I would go straight with just Tank.
Okay.
But if it's something like, you know, a little more business-y, then I would definitely loop in Morgan too.
Okay.
But Sunday we'll be able to look on your YouTube and get your new release.
Yes.
Because we can use that in our pitches too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah, Tank, just email it. Just email it to me when you're ready, and then I'll just shoot it or shoot a group email. That way they'll have it, so they can send it out to me too.
Okay.
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 All right.
All right.
All right,
Well,
guys.
you look great. You look great. I mean,
Thank you.
God, I don't even want to ask. You know, I don't want to
I
ask.
can't imagine.
I can't imagine. But you know,
That shit
I mean,
crazy.
everybody says when you have an experience like that, it just really, it profoundly changes you. So
Yeah,
For the
it definitely does.
yeah. But anyway, thank God you're okay. But anyway, all right. So we'll regroup, and then you know we're all on a email chain together, so that's good.
And Pam and Alex, why don't we stay on real quick?
Yeah, we'll stay on.
Yeah.
You don't mind? We'll just stay on the Zoom, and we can kind of
Okay.
Okay.
brainstorm. All right.
All right.
All right.
Thank you,
Guys.
guys. Good
All right,
to
thank
see
you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. All right.
Yeah, made it through the struggle. Been locked up in
W
the bubble.
chat.
If you owe, I need a double. The T in Tank stands for trouble. All black, I'm on a mission.